Yeah, so there's always a guy who, right before recording, decides to either change their part or be like, hey, wow, I should really finish it. This time I'm the one who's deciding to, hey, I should probably finish that guitar part. That I was like, oh no, I'll do the lead part on that song, guys. But I haven't done it. Saturday will be a surprise when I get to that song, and I'm like, well, let's see what I play. Usually what happens actually is that everyone decides they're going to use different gear when they record, and then something goes wrong with their gear on the day of. Some unexpected thing happens, a tube, or it's just buzzes, or we've never used it for anything before, so it sounds like shit, and we spend forever trying to make it sound good. But this time I'm the guy who hasn't figured out what he's going to play yet.
Superba!
I mean, you recorded that, right? I mean, we're gonna...
Well, yeah, it's 1983, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's first song. Done. So, you want to overdub some guitars?
What's the name of this record?
We don't have one. We were just discussing that. We don't really have one. Chris was voting Prairie Rose.
Yeah, Prairie Rose was...
I was voting Wild Prairie Rose, which I still think would be amazing for this record.
Taste so far, it's winning. Here we are, next recording. What are your, I realized that, I remember last time we had a problem with fire cell at Ichabod's.
What just happened? Yeah, that song was stupid.
So, is there a song you're projecting is going to give us trouble this time?
I have two guesses. One is going to be a song that we find infinitely easy, that we're really well practiced, we're just going to fuck up for no real reason, but it's going to be people that don't normally fuck it up are going to fuck it up today. And it's going to keep happening in different ways all day.
I think Jamie is going to be a bitch, just because it requires me to play very accurately in a fashion I do not normally play, and not normally very accurate. Jamie will be difficult for me. I think Fruitful Path will give Nate fits, because it hurts his hand.
So I hope that's the last song we record, because I don't want to have to redo it numerous times, because it is a bitch to play.
Fruitful Path will be the compromise, where we're like, oh, that one time we played it in practice, it was way better. Yeah. Oh well, this is what we got. Yeah.
I'm gonna screw that up like there's no tomorrow. So what I was doing, what happened at the show, was I was doing the chords.
You were literally like a whole step off.
Yeah,
it was
that's
ridiculous. What happens when, let's say, you and Chris are both off,
Yeah.
is it doesn't matter if I'm playing the right part, we just all sound terrible. Usually what happens is you and I are always playing the same part. And so it doesn't matter if Chris is going crazy or not, but like, you know what I mean, he can be all over the place as long as you and I are playing, you know, together, but if you and I are not playing together, it really sounds bad.
I am a fucking genius, and you guys need to
Taking that back,
See,
and that's, you guys.
And that's what I meant, is that we need to give him space to breathe. We need Chris, we need to give him some space to do his genius guitar work.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah. I love how we can't keep a straight face while agreeing with you. Yeah. Oh God, that's true.
Yeah, what I do, that's important. That's good. That was pretty good.
So, I didn't do my part over, but the drums are good. I guess overdub it.
Yeah.
Let's I just played the wrong part. I played right this time, but then I played it wrong. This is bad. But I'm like, oh shit.
No one will ever fucking notice that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because all I hear, I was listening for it.
It's
I couldn't
this.
hear it. Not this. This one's slightly lower.
I can't hear it.
Well, here's the funny thing is that I hear it and I'm like, oh, maybe I should play it that way from now on. It kind of sounds like I meant to do it. Let's put it this way: it's a mistake, but it sounds like I didn't. It wasn't a mistake. It sounds like I meant to play it that way.
Exactly, yeah. It's not like bring bong
Yeah,
bang.
it's not like what
So
it's not
basically,
like what a Christmas
so basically, it's like everything we record.
All right.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's like
I'm closing this. We've spent as much time talking about it as we could have.
So it's one of those things where it's like, are we gonna just continue making our usual types of recordings?
Yes.
The answer is yes. So okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine, we'll keep it.
Ugh. I hate that part.
It's near tapping.
It's so fucking.
Agreed.
For someone who doesn't know how to play guitar, that's really hard. For someone who's had like 2 lessons, I'm sure it's really easy.
You have to remember that when we play shows and when we practice, I can never hear Chris.
That's weird.
So this is new to me here.
Are you saying Chris is distracting?
It's distracting because I've never heard it before.
J-A-M-I-E. How do you spell this, dude? How do you spell Jamie?
Chris, jury.
That's how you spell it.
I mean, it's not.
Jamie.
Put a Y.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
J-A-Y.
J-A-Y apostrophe apostrophe.
Just spell this
M-E-E.
as stupid as you want.
So you don't want to listen to Jury.
And
That,
I don't want
that's-
to. If I could turn Chris off in my headphones, that would.
Everybody
That's
tune.
exactly.
This is a robbery.
That would be what I would do. If I had the option to turn Chris off in my headphones, yes, that's what I would do.
God damn it, Eric! I'm right here. I can hear you.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, no, it's actually very useful not to be able to hear you ever.
For me,
I'm
yeah.
serious.
Oh shit, I'm gonna
Chris,
have
you
to.
spelled Jamie at the Y, right?
No. We should totally do that. Why wouldn't you do that?
I was actually thinking we'd be like that. That's what I was thinking we'd do.
I'm down here. You're down there.
You're happy with the drums though, right? Yeah. As far as I know, I played perfectly this time. I'm sure I'll make you listen to it about 5 million times.
Just mute everything with the guitar.
Just make sure. I don't want to be able to hear finger slides.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine. We're just gonna redo the intro with Chris playing a separate string each time.
So what's the name of this song? What's your name for this song?
The one we rip off Bottomless Pit and Silkworm. Man.
That's the opener, yeah.
know this song is easy. Right now, singing how easy this song is, I fucked up. It's so easy that it's right on the no. So, Chris, what are your impressions of this song, other than you doing an impression of the song?
I think that's a good one.
Yeah. Does it have any obvious influences to you?
Well,
Break them down. I'll break them down. No mercy show. Heaven knows it's got to be this time rather use all I've been
Can we have a track of you doing that?
Yeah, there we go.
That
I thought you always did that.
I was a fret off again. Yeah, I was a fret off.
you usually do that.
Yeah, because I'm usually a fret off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I started thinking that as
Just every time we play.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily change that.
Well, no, it's usually a complete accident because I can never get to that fucking part in time.
Alright, you tuned up?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okie doke.
Perfect. I'm good. Next comes the shit song. It's the one I hate. Sounds like it went fine.
I'm just gonna do the edit.
Necklace of human dicks!
Yeah!
I hate this song. As much as I love this song, I hate this song.
This song's hard.
Let's try as hard as we can to A, not fuck up, and B, get through the whole thing.
Oh shit! Well, that's a departure from what we have been doing. At the breakdown, I don't need the bass anymore. Like, so if it fucks up, you can always just punch it and go back again.
Actually, I'm thinking you could just do that on the mic.
All right, Nate, are you feeling it?
Feeling it.
All right.
Stop!
What? Let me just check this one.
I was just trying to make up my part again
I know.
before we record.
I have to remind myself this part we've played for 6 months.
What are we, Metallica? Are we writing in studio?
I
now?
literally was the guy who 2 days ago was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna play.
What 3 chords are these songs in? All right. Let's hear the concentration in the drummer's face. I think it's on time. This is turning into a Viking funeral. Where I'm like, it's technically on time. It's just syncopated.
Oh wait, which version of Viking Funeral? The one that we redid and then forgot to do the overdubs on the good version, or the bad version that we
Bad
actually
version
put
we
on
put
the
on
record? Yeah. I love that. Like we went to record another version, then we overdubbed over the wrong version, but then we kept it on the album.
That still was. Yeah, that still was.
If you notice, my foot is continually on time.
And this is all that's happening.
Like that.
Yeah. I think it's a mess. Oh, we don't smoke guitars.
You can always cover it up with more guitar.
Well, since we're on it, we may
Yeah,
as
I'm
well
gonna
do
do
the
this one.
the dubs. All right,
So you want to just take another crack at the whole guitar part?
yeah, I just need to do my. So what I need to do.
I want to hear you say, I want to take another crack on it.
First make that assumption
The
based on
whole
notes
part?
played.
Is it?
Well, I don't play very much,
Okay.
so that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I do like that about this.
Fuck! I hate you guys so much. You can just start it part way in, and I'm just doing my 3 ending tags.
On the beginning of the first chorus? On the end of the first chorus?
Well, yeah, just start it at the beginning. I'll go. It's fine.
How is it not having to man the camera?
I did it yesterday and a little bit of today. It's kind of fun because I don't have to. I can concentrate on recording. Actually, I can concentrate on recording
For all the good that does.
Yeah, and I can do that instead of worry about composing shots or whatever.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people say about the documentaries. Overly composed. So you want me to just make a wall of noise over that? Kind of... Alright, good enough. Fuck it. Hey! Woo! We are the Bismarck, and the difference between us and you is that we have brains. You keep buying! We'll keep selling! You keep buying! Woohoo! 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 Out on the ocean, a lot of men died. But give me a chance where the white horse flies. Woo-hoo! Jeff, are you out there? Jeff, are you down there? Jeff! I don't think I did that very well. Yeah.
I'm terrible at vocals. That's why they only have me do woo-hoos and shit like that. They never have me sing. Yeah.
Wait.
Wait.
Was
That
it-
was where it was supposed to be?
One more there. I was right.
I know. Did we do it all the way through at the end?
God damn it, dude.
We keep that. I love how many times you do things and you're like, I can fucking erase that.
Because I know I have to edit it anyway. It's like, okay.
How did recording go?
Thought it went okay. I think we went a little overboard with some of the overdubs and a little apeshit with some of the concepts. It's a typical Bismarck recording session because we know our style, we know the songs, and I think we've played them live long enough to know both what we want them to sound like on stage and what we want them to sound like in a record. I think predominantly we are and have been a live band, and I think because we record live, our recording experiences sound that way. Even with more shit added onto it, it still just sounds like a shitstorm, like a flurry of things.
Our tradition of
Oh,
recording.
Jesus.
What album do you think you got this time, Dan?
The
Guess.
Fred Durst solo record. Kenny Chesney, She Thinks My Tractor Sexy? What?
It holds that.
Okay, Van Halen put out a new record.
How excited are you to listen to this?
I don't know. Is the cover phallic or tit-like? This is like a fucking outtake from the Aerosmith Pump photo section. Like the cover, they're like, no. It looks like Pearl Jam record. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, ba, da, da.
What do you think, Eric? Is this a good look for me? Like a silver bit.
This does look tiring.
It's, let me tell you. How many skinny bass players do you have?
There's none, yeah. Good point. I mean, the only thing in the end is just like the little bendy thing. I did a little bit different, but it made Chris smile. So I'm almost thinking it's just stupid.
It makes
Well, shit. Pure gold. Right?
Yeah. If you look, yeah. It sounded like shit, but
it made Chris smile.
Chris-
How many things have we kept because they made us laugh?
Yeah, da 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 da.
Got no courage. The fucking Dutch. Ain't no real man. Let you down in the clutch.
this is awesome. I like just having a camera person and like just like being a real director.
Yeah.
Chris, go fucking record that. I'll just sit here.